All right, hi everybody. Welcome. Real quick, hold on. Let me see if my chat will work for me. There we go. I don't know why it's acting so weird. Quick sound check though. Let's see if people can hear me. If the sound's good, just let me know. But otherwise, yeah, tonight I will be working on the Tharval and Friends 2 Spirit of the Forest, and I'll also be punching out some leaves with the Green Stuff World Leaf Punch, which, as you can see here, is does 4 different types of leaves with yeah, and I have some stained coffee filters that I'll be punching out. But yeah, anybody in chat, go ahead and let me know how the sound is. Hopefully it's good. So, otherwise, without any other further ado, so what I've done for the leaf punches is I've taken some coffee filters and I have just stained them up with some of the contrast paints and washes, so that way they look a little transparent but still have good color to them. And so what I'm going to do is fold up some of these. Maybe I'll just leave it there. And I got something to punch it into since it's just open at the bottom. And punch through. I'll just go around as much as I can. I might trim this. Yeah, they are. Is the sound good? Can you hear me just fine? All right, sweet. Okay, and what I'll do, and I got a bunch caught right here, and I'll just all right. I could just tear this, but I'm feeling like being a little bit more precise with some of this. Okay. As you can see, added a lot more leaves to the pile here, which I have a few that just scattered everywhere. It's because I'm not getting it in the pile proper. Yeah, here's the next one. And then I'll get on to painting the Mini proper. Just kind of wanted to get this done and out of the way. Yep, what's up, Johnny Bird? Yeah, it's just punching leaves in these that I'll use on the base for this guy. Yeah, and this should be enough for the base that I'm planning. At least I hope. If not, I can always punch out more at a later date. Because, let me just say, me painting coffee filters and watching them dry would not make for good stream material. Because first of all, I don't have the scissors for Scherenschneider, and second of all, I am so rusty at that since we haven't done that for forever. So I figure this is about the next best option. And as you'll see too, actually, I do have some channel sounds as soon as you guys rack up some points. I'll actually just kind of pick them up like this and then just kind of sprinkle them on, and I have some material that will help them stick. Because I'll show what I'll stick them to is to this base here. And I have like some mud material that I'm going to put in some of these corners here and there. And I'll kind of sprinkle it over it, and then I might do a little bit of a glue and water mix and just kind of dump it over that and have it hold it that way. Here, let me play one of my new sounds.
Hello there.
Let's see what else I've got in there. Or then I have this sound. So, yep, just some new fun things that I added now that I hit affiliate. Which I hope you guys heard those and you just didn't get the alert saying that there was a sound being played. So, please tell me if you heard that. because I'm new to some of these new tricks that I'm doing. Got the second one? Okay, did you hear the hello there? Try that one more time.
Hello there.
Okay. Yeah, they're just free little points that you get with just watching and redeeming. And you know what? I had a brilliant idea. I'll just put another coffee filter under this to maybe catch some of these. And then I can just dump them on. So yeah, mainly I'm doing this so my buddy Tim, the guy who's actually behind this whole Tarval and Friends, can see how I'm doing the leaf punches, because he's doing it on actual leaves, which Green Stuff World suggests you do. But I've seen a few other YouTubers, I think mainly Miniac, that did this with coffee filters, and I figured I would give it a go. Actually, I could be even smarter here too. And if you're new to the channel too here, don't forget to hit that like and or subscribe if you feel the need to do so, if you feel like supporting me. I greatly appreciate anything from follows to subscriptions, since I'm new to this whole business. For some reason, even though I have a fan going in here, I am sweating. It's not even that hot in here, too. Yep, sub that sandwich. Oh, hey, and Johnny Bird, Kiko is Ian. Just so you know. As in Ian, you know, the assassin who studied people. Yeah, let the leaves blow away naturally. Because that would be perfect for the end of this. Yeah, swa, Ian. Since I didn't want to use his full last name, give you some anonymity. But yeah, nice little collection of leaves. If I feel like I need more, I have more coffee filters, and they are definitely cheap to do this with. So, moving on. Enough with the clicky clacks for now. Here's what I have done on the Spirit of the Forest so far. And I see like a few things that I'm going to paint as some leaves and some berries. So I'm going to go with pale olive, I think is what I used. Yeah, I think so. For some of the leaves. And then I might do I actually think I have a holly berry. Yes, I do. Haha! That I'll use for the literal berries. Yes, twigs and berries. monkey steals the peach, all that kind of stuff. Let me see. Yes, my shaker was plugged in. Haha. Sure, you're gonna hear a cacophony of noise here every now and then. That's what I just got that for, which is this, and I just, as you see, it can just shake my damn desk. Yeah, smell would say that. Alrighty. Where were some of the other ones that I saw? Of course, now that I'm looking for them, I don't see them. Alright, there's some. And also the alerts could be useful if I'm drifting off of camera a bit too much. You guys can use the sound alerts to tell me that, to at least get my attention to the fact that I'm drifting probably. Yep. Had to add that for the other goblins whenever they decide to show up. If they show up tonight. I don't know what to do with this area, really. Because I don't want to paint it green like that. I think this is one of these leaves here. Yep. Well, I hope everybody had a decent enough day. And I hope some of those new batches are coming out. Hey, Ty, how are you? Thanks for swinging by. You just missed the first moist of the night. Yeah, I'm definitely going to dirty this up, Johnny Bird. Going to hit this with a brown wash all over once I get done painting some of this. Which actually I might kind of let this dry a little bit. And then I might just hit the whole thing with a brown wash. And then I'll come back and do the berries. And some of these other mushrooms here, they're going to be like Super Mario mushrooms. So I won't stain them now. I'll come back and get them. Alright, so while I'll let that dry for a little bit, let's move on to some of the base here, since I haven't touched this in a few streams. Alright, looking for... Alright, so the mud effect I'm going to do is this Vallejo Thick European mud. Yeah, this area, this is where the leaves are going to go. Yeah, and since like you look at a forest floor and the leaves are like all colors, you'll see some green leaves, you'll see some, yeah, reddish brown, some yellow, um, some light green. So I just kind of figured I would run the color gamut. See, look, this is still brand new. I haven't even opened this yet. Yep. Yeah, which this company makes all kinds of different mud. There's European mud, there's Russian mud. Oh, yeah, some of the leaves are green. Got done with that, and then I'll dirty it up here in just a little bit, but I'm just letting the paint dry a little bit. I've actually never played with this putty, but or with this acrylic, so we'll just see. You can very faintly smell the vodka in it. So what I'm going to do is just put some of this along through here. Just because since this is a ruined temple, that means there would probably be mud all over the floor and leaves stuck to said mud. At least I'm just trying to vary it up a little bit. And at least trying to go from the natural areas where mud would coalesce, I guess. This is my paint job. It came, it was basically this gray. And then I put this guy here, painted it a dark gray, and then did a few dry brushes of some lighter grays and some whites and some off stone colors. It's very mud-like, actually. As you can see, like kind of scooping it out. It's very, very much like just a putty. Yeah, it looks a lot like mud. To which I'll play. And it's also very
Moist.
as you can see. I don't know. Which moist do you guys like better? Do you like that moist or the deep moist? I blame the schools that the avocados are bad. I'm not going to go too overboard with this mud. I'll try to treat this like spices, where less is more. You didn't hear that, moist? What do you think? You think that's enough mud, or you think I should do a little bit more? Oh boy, you are in the wrong place for that. Alright, Ty's chipping in. Jen, Kiko, Johnny Bird, what do you guys think? Think this is enough mud? If you guys are still there. That's what I'm asking. Do you think I should add more, or should I just leave it as is right now? And if I knew how to do a poll on this, let's see if there's any. Well, yeah, and like the mini's going to be just sitting on the base right now, or when I get done with it. So maybe I'll add a little bit around his feet as well. Uh, but that'll be for after I do the wash, which I might do now. Then I'll fart around with some of the leaf effects. Okay, yeah, I'll get some here and kind of along some of the base here, which I realize I forgot to add a dry brush color on this, which I can always do later. So, but foist, what I'll do is I'll give this guy an entire wash of Talent in a Bottle, Agrax Earthshade. Which, yeah, even though this is liquid, this stuff still settles to the bottom, which is why I'm still shaking this. Just put you over meow for now. So, if you've never seen how a wash works, so see how, and I'm going to try and avoid his eyes because I'm really happy with the glow effect on them. So, but for now, I'm going to just add this wash all over everywhere else on the miniature, and you see, like right there on that, and then put the wash in there and it settles in the recesses and brings out the details. Do this over all of the model, including these mushrooms. And then I'll go back to working on the base while this wash dries. Because while it's not exciting to watch it dry, it is kind of a necessary part of a lot of people's miniature painting. They sell them pre-made. So this is from Games Workshop, and it's the Agrax Earthshade. Just so I don't spill the bottle when I show it. But yeah, see, it's this bottle here. But it's very liquidy. As you can see while I'm working with it, it's just like putting water. It's just like a brown liquid water all over this. Which, run with that if you will, however you will. Kiko, I'm looking at you. And as you can see, it adds a lot of definition real quick, because it stains the stuff on top, but then it settles in the recesses. But I don't want it to stain too much, because then it actually, as they call it, coffee stains, because it looks like an old coffee stain. Yep, just about a compost wash. I'm trying not to overload my brush too much right now, so I'm not slapping too much on, and that way it's not just running down to the bottom of the model either. Though it will do that a little bit, but I want to control how much it actually does that. So I'll go for his green butt. We shall see how this turns out after I hit it with this wash. Thank you. And if you guys have any other questions or anything while I'm doing this, feel free to ask away. Or any other general nerd chat you want to ask. Which also, while you guys are here, I will say on Saturday at 7 a.m. Central US time, because I know I have other viewers that are in different time zones. Michael Mordor and I will be doing a dual paint of some dreadnoughts from Warhammer 40k. I will be painting a Furioso dreadnought from the Blood Angels chapter, and and I'm painting that for him, which I'll send that to him. And Michael is painting a Bjorn the Fell-Handed dreadnought for me, and sending that to me eventually. So I'm looking forward to that, looking forward to having him on stream with me, because that will be just super fun, and it'll be great to paint with the Goblin King. So if you guys are free on Saturday morning, yeah, it looks really good with the wash on there now. And then how these ferns turned out pretty good. Oh, missed a mushroom right there. Yeah, that's the fun part with washes too, is sometimes it'll help you see details that you hadn't seen before yet. But I'm getting to the point where I don't want to mess with it too much more, because it'll actually make it look a lot worse. You know, I just need to do a watch party, or you just need to come down some weekend and we'll watch Return of the King. So, while this is drying, I know, and I'm not saying it idly either. So, while that dries, alright, let me grab some of my leaves and we'll fart around with some of this too. So, just grab a little bit. And I know some of this will fall off as this dries, so I'll go a little heavy for now, but then I'll try and reclaim some of it. And again, these are all made from coffee filters, so it's not like I'm out anything if I can't get all of them back in to this container. Which I saw some of them are still layered up from being folded together, so I'll just kind of do that to oh, thanks for following, Smelly Sock Face. All right. Thanks, Jen. And yeah, again, be sure to hit that follow button on the way out. I greatly appreciate it. So, now more of the mud effects. Kind of smear this a little bit to make it look like it's just actually smear it the correct way, how it would be. And I'm even seeing like some vegetation in this mud, which is kind of cool, makes it feel a little bit more organic. Oh, yes. There. How's that? It's a diorama effect, so I would it says it's an acrylic, but I would call it more like almost like a putty. And, yeah, as you can see here, messing with that, yeah, it's almost like a putty. Yeah, it is very textured. As you can see, there's like little bits of plant particles in there, and actually like on the packaging you can see it looks like it's just torn up terrain, which it even says yeah, dark brown color with traces of vegetation most commonly observed in Central Europe terrain and humid areas of the Mediterranean countries. How's that looking for some mud splatter at the entryway? Yeah, it's very textured, so that's why it needs to stay sealed when I'm not using it. But yeah, then it actually dries very hard, but it still looks, well, actually I don't know how wet it looks after it dries. But with some of the other acrylics that I've used for some of my textures, like on these Stormtroopers, it's also very wet like that, but then it dries very hard. Like I might put a varnish on it just to seal it a little bit, but good. I'm glad it's natural looking. Just poke some of these a little bit into some of the mud, so it's just sure to stick. Just a little bit of a Charlie Sheen to it, but that's because it's moist. Well, you'll have to blame Delay Capture for not being a good mod, for not kicking him, Greg. kick him from stream. Okay. Actually, I meant to make a glue mixture so that way I could try just scattering some leaves without using the mud effect to anchor it down. Well, then actually, I just might go for an Emilio Estevez. Instead of a Charlie Sheen or Martin Sheen. Okay. I'm trying to think of, let's see. Anywhere else you guys think I should put some mud? Should I put some up here? Or put a little bit like in this corner over here? Quack, quack, quack. Let's see. I'm trying to think of where else I would want to put some mud. Because I like the way some of the... Alright, which corner? This corner? Or this corner? Oh, you getting a new office chair, Ty? That way... Let's see. Yeah, there's all the fart noises that I blame on my chair. Top corner. So up here and no leaves. All right. Put just a little bit over there too. I did poke a few of them in just to be sure that they would stick to it. But anything else that falls off just happens to fall off. Ooh, nice. Where'd you get it from, Ty? If you don't mind me asking. Just order it off of Amazon. Yeah, I'm thinking so too. Maybe I might put a little bit, maybe I'll put a little bit here to show like natural runoff from that pile of mud. Or that puddle of mud, as it were. Yo-ho. Bit blurry. Well, probably because it's trying to focus on this, or on my hands. I can try and hold it up a little higher, if that helps. Yeah, that was a puddle of mud. Oh, God. Urgh. Well, you can take it all away. You can take it all away. You shoved it in my face. Explain again to me. How's that looking? Look like a natural runoff. I knew my days in inspection and construction would be good for something. Turns out it's for making mud runoff look natural. Maybe I might, I don't know, should I do a little bit back here and just leave this area untouched? What do you guys think? Inquiring minds want to know. Good, good, good. Okay, let's see, where are my extra dropper bottles? Because I might just do the glue mixture now. So what I'm doing here too is I'm actually scraping off some excess back onto it. Then just sealing it back up. See, I should have planned ahead for this. Haha, there's my dropper bottles. So what I'm gonna do, I think it's a 3-to-1 mixture. So yes, this is just Elmer's glue. A little bit more. Okay, and I'll fill the rest of that bottle up with some water, and we'll see how that works. Okay, and on. So now all nice and mixed up. So let's see here. Where's my bees? There they are. So this is just straight up Elmer's glue and water. And let's put a little bit right there. And actually, I just thought of something that I'll do too. I might do a little bit of water effects just right here, just to make it look like a little blue pool of water. Just right there in the, I don't know, we'll call it offering bowl. What do you guys think? And I've been told that this would dry clear as well. I'll actually shake this up a bit more. Okay, what I'll do here is just now let's see how this works. I I think I found a new crafting herpes. It's gonna be these leaves. I'm gonna pick them up all over the place. Hey Grayson, welcome to the party. Just doing some leaf effects. So hopefully this all dries clear enough. Oh, wow. That was fail on my part. Wow. Oh my god, there's just leaves everywhere. Okay. So, let's get on to... I'll make this look... let's see... Let's start with this. Start with this heather blue. For the bottom here. And that went right into a bit of water, so that should actually make it look fairly realistic. I don't know how well. Alright, I'll pick this up a little bit. So I'm painting the bottom of this blue. And then I'm going to do a water effect. Oh my god, if it was static grass, that was that would have looked just like someone just blew a dandelion in your house. Okay, and then what blue is this? This might be aquamarine blue. Let's try that. Just a little bits here and there of it. Oh, and that is sealed, so where is my pokey tool? Oh, and as you can see here, too, the wash is drying nicely. Still a few damp spots, or moist spots, as it were. But there it is, all stained up. Where is my... Thanks, Grayson. I appreciate it. You know, I should learn from this and just learn to clean my desk some. But we all know that really won't happen. And I'm sure this is entertaining as all get out, watching me search for one little tool. It's probably sitting right in front of me, and I'm just not seeing it. Or, of course, I'll immediately find it right after the stream is done. Tune in next week for the next exciting conclusion. You've watched it, you can't unwatch it. Tales of Interest. Well, alright. Looks like I'll use my Proto Pokey tool. Which isn't quite as nice, but it still works. Oh wait, you know what? I know exactly where it is now. Yep, there it is. So I had to use it for some airbrush paints. Yeah. No, found it. Found my trusty pokey tool. At least I didn't stab myself like Michael did. Okay, so let's see. Try and get a good wet blend of these two different blues, just to give it a little bit of an illusion of depth, and just okay. Yeah. So metal, so brutal. We'll call it death paint. And yes, that was my sad attempt at a Nathan explosion. Well, you need to gain channel points by redeeming them, but okay, I'll play that for you.
Moist.
Okay, and let's see. Alright, so real quick, I have some water effect, which I haven't used this either. And this actually dries transparent. I might use a different tool just to apply a little bit of it. Johnny Bird, you should recognize that sound effect too. Okay, I'm not going to go too heavy-handed with this because I really don't know. It says this should dry transparent. But we'll see. And let's just try and make this smooth. Okay. So, we'll see how that turns out. Yeah, only one way to find out, really, is just to leave it there and let it dry. So, but I see that I am now actually well over an hour of streaming. So, with that, I will probably call it a night for right now. But here is, again, he is almost completely dried. That's why I worked on the base so much now. Yeah, I might actually go back and touch up some of the leaves with some of the olive green. Because actually... Thank you. And I'll get some of these to look like Super Mario shrooms here too. And then I'll get some of the berries with the color of hollyberry. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But yep, there is pretty much almost a completely dried wash. And then here's what the base is looking like right now, which I'm not going to be attaching him to the base because I'd like to use this for D&D games or just taking pictures with other miniatures, just to have a little bit of fun with it, just some scenery, as it were. So yeah, I'll go with this like that and call it a night right now. So thanks everybody for stopping by. Be sure, if this is your first time here, to click the subscribe or the follow button, and if you feel like it, go ahead and subscribe. To which I'll say, if you're a Amazon Prime member, you get one free Twitch subscription a month. If you want to use that on me, that's great. I'd appreciate it. I do not have a Patreon right now, so probably about the best way to support me would be on this platform, or, hit me up for commissions, or I do accept PayPal. So, but with all that said, thanks again for stopping by. I hope to see you guys all on Wednesday, where I'll be painting more Star Wars Legion minis and showing off the finished Stormtroopers and working on Agent Kallus. So, thanks for stopping by, and have a great night, and keep painting.